to the 43-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
He gets it to Brown, complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The give is to Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught by Hayward Bay. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Here we go now.
A give to Bell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he's brought down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Second down, Bridgewater. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Bridgewater on first down. Surveying the field. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now Gold for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Over.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. He's got him in, complete. And give him a gain of 37. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. By 40. Check. Gone.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down, Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Bridgewater now on second down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third down, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Steelers have been solid in the secondary to this point. The Vikings have struggled now for 2 straight weeks in the passing department, and so it just hasn't been a big part of their offense. All right, let's roll the highlights. Vikings taking the field for their opening drive. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Mitchells is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Green's able to get open here, and that goes as a 10-yard touchdown. Steelers now on top. Vikings line up at the 41. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Steelers will come away with the football. After the INT, offense comes out now. In traffic, Antonio Brown will make the catch. And 46 yards later, he's going in for the score. That puts them on top by 14. Vikings is on 2nd and 7. Peterson's going to look for a gap, and he capped off the 8-play drive with a TD. Vikings down by a touchdown. We move late into the second. Bridgewater would squeeze the pass in here, and it leads to a touchdown. Staying late in the second. Here he'll look into the end zone, and it's called for the score, which takes the lead to 10. Still late in the first half. Middle of the field, the pass will be caught, and he'll end up at the 40-yard line before being tackled. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios.